Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am Inati Asavela Edith Mbola, and welcome back to another episode of Testimony Fridays, where I get to share with you my life's walks, my life's testimonies, and how amazing and good and faithful God has been in my life. I'm hoping that by the end of this video, by the end of each and every video that I'll be sharing, that you will find comfort in knowing that there is a God in heaven and that He loves you and that He has not failed. Today is not really a testimony, but rather a life update, just to explain to you like I've been away for the longest time. I think the last time I recorded a video was last year June, so I'm just here to explain, and I'm hoping that by the end of this video you'll find it in your heart to forgive me, because Sana, or girl, has been through a lot. Like Bendigo, I'm still going now, but it's been tough. It's been tough. So if you know me, if you follow me on my other social media platforms, you'll know that 2021 has been the pits for me. It's been quite a ride. Last year I posted a video. It was just after I'd lost my grandmother. I loved that woman. You know, my grandmother, she was my everything. She loved me. Like, she loved me. So her passing actually tore me apart. It's like when she died, a part of me also died. Like, things just, well, mom was just chaotic. You know. And it's like her passing also actually like set the tone for the year. And why I say this is the following month, Feb, I lost my aunt. We were not so close, but she did play a significant role in my life. So her passing also affected me. And it's also during the time where I'm still trying to process the passing of my grandmother, because it's like too soon, you know. I'm still trying to deal with this one. Satan was like, this is just the beginning. I am not done with you, because a few months down the line, I lost my cousin, Princess. We grew up like sisters. She was a year younger than me. Beautiful lady. And 2 weeks before her passing, I was on the phone with my other cousin, Sandy. And I was just telling her, you know what, it's only now that I'm trying to process the passing of my grandmother, and I'm just not ready for any other bad news. And right, I am weak and I'm not strong to handle any other bad news. And 2 weeks later, I lose my cousin. And it was so painful, because I was the one that was taking care of her. See her in that state where she was getting weaker and weaker each day, you know, to a point where I could no longer take care of her, and she had to be admitted to hospital. And also the fact that it's during the pandemic, we cannot visit our loved ones in hospitals. That on its own was just tough, because you don't know what's happening. Is she okay? Is she improving? And it was just too much. And I remember one night when I was with her, and things were just so bad, how much I was praying to God to save her. Sana. I wrestled with the heavens to save her, but God's will was done, and I lost her. And then same year, last year November, my mom suffers a first stroke, and I think at that moment I just went numb. I think my body was in so much pain, or my mind, or emotionally, I was in so much pain that I just closed off everything. I just went numb, you know. I did feel, but I was like, I'm tired. But not extremely tired, but I was like, I'm tired. You know, I'm tired of all the pain and everything that is happening around me. And then November, December, a friend of mine loses her mom. And it's so painful to see my friend going through that experience. I knew her mom, she was the best. And it did affect me. And during that time, my mom has a stroke she just lost her mom, and my other friend, her mom, his mom is in hospital in a critical condition. So it's like, it was just too emotionally draining, you know. It was just too much, having to be there for your friends and also be there for yourself, you know, because now you are going through the most. And then fast forward January 2021, my guy friend loses his mom. And at that point, panic mode, anxiety mode, is it possible that my mom is next? And because at some point we were just joking, hey guys, we are meant to be orphans. Orphans, but we don't have dads and moms. And when his mom passes away, you're like, is it possible that my mom is next? You know? So anxiety did kick in, I will not lie. And then in Feb, my mom suffers a second stroke. And then now things are tough, they're hectic. She can't eat, she can't do anything, she's not responding. Like, things were just tough. And she was in hospital. And my mom, for people who know, my mom is like, yeah, deaf. She's a softie. She likes being taken care of. And the thought of her being there all alone, I'm sure it was just too much for her. And us not being able to visit her. So that was just another thing. And in March, the 12th of March, my mom passed away. And a week before she passed away, I received a call from the hospital saying that, you know, we've tried, she hasn't been eating, so we just want you to, you know, try and soften her and see if she won't eat. So I was the last person that actually saw her, and to see her kwesa state ebekuso, it was too much. It was just too much to take in. And we laid her to rest. We buried her on the funeral, I think it was on the 29th of March. And after that, I just started falling sick. My health just took a turn for the worst. If it wasn't a headache, it was nausea. If it was nausea, I'm not eating. If it's not me not eating, I'm not sleeping. If I'm not sleeping, it's sleep paralysis. If it's not sleep paralysis, it's body aches. If it's not body aches, I'm just fatigued. I'm too tired. If it's not that, I am just cool. A lot was just happening. And you know, for me, I'm one person that doesn't visit the doctor, doesn't get sick. Like, the only time I get sick is during winter. I'd have a flu, go to the doctor, and then I'm fine. I'm grand for the year. But then this year, I do not know how many times I visited the doctor's office, but I went there almost like 2 times a week or every week. Like, I'd visit the doctor because it was something else. And then at some point, my doctor suggested that I see a clinical psychologist. So I went there, had 3 sessions with her. Since Bensakala, so I hadn't really opened up that much. And then later, I was just not getting any better, so I got worse. And then May 25th, I was diagnosed with major depressive disorder. And then to add on top of that diagnosis, I was later also diagnosed with PTSD. And yeah, so that's where I am with my life. That's where I am in life. I'm living with depression. It's a major, severe depression, and also PTSD. So I'm not going to go into detail with that. I'm going to share that with Kwenye video. I'm hoping that God will give me the strength to actually record other videos, because sana depression is the devil. It just eats away your life. So it eats away your strength, everything. So it took all of me to actually sit in front of this camera and record this video. So I'm just going to end here. This is just an overview of what's been happening in my life, and I'm hoping next videos, I'll go into detail with some of the events, maybe some of the losses, just to share with you, you know, in the midst of that pain and everything that was happening, I could still see traces of God's love. You know, I could still see them. And I think I did share with the other videos where with each and everything that has happened, I would be like, you know what, if it has your stamp of approval, God, I accept. Just teach me to say it as well with my soul, you know? So I was at that point and I could see God's love, and He has been a great comforter, I will not lie, and source of strength during this time. But it hasn't been easy. It's still not easy, but someone asked me, Uguti, how is it possible that you're still standing? And I was like, it can only be God. That's the only answer I can give you, that it can only be God. So I'm going to end here. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. And also, please do share these videos. Maybe there's someone out there who might be going through a similar situation and is like, Sana, I do not know, I feel like I'm alone. Because pain and suffering, and especially depression, it makes you lonely. It feels like you're alone, but in actual fact you're not. So you can just share this video. Maybe someone out there will draw strength from it, or comfort, or I don't know. But do share with your friends and family, and invite them to join the Savvy family. And also, please do comment down below if you have a question, if you have a comment, or if you want to share your testimony. I'd really much appreciate it. And also, please do press the notification bell if you want to be amongst the VIP section, where when I upload a video, you'll be the first one to know. Yeah, I think that's that. I don't know if I should say it's good to be back. I don't know if I'm really back. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do stay safe, guys. And yeah, take care. God bless you.